Hello, everyone. This is Michael Lee coming to you just outside of Helltown, Butte County, Northern California. Had a storm yesterday, and then a few days before that, we had a storm as well. These storms were much needed. It's been very dry and mild. We had a good set of storms at the beginning, like kind of late fall, early winter, and then nothing after that. So these most recent storms were much needed here in Northern California. We need the precipitation. I'm just going to do a quick tour of the old 75-acre sheep ranch property I'm working on now. I'm working for the landowner, the property owner. He wants me to make his property more open, healthy, and resistant to fire. So this video will be a short tour of and an update of this property I've been working on. This is the same property that I've been showing you for about 2 months now. So there's looking across Butte Creek Canyon. Down the hill a little bit here is Centerville proper. And then that way down the hill a little bit is Helltown. So we're kind of outside of both of those little towns. All of the old, mature, healthy, fire resistant with thick bark and large diameter trunks and higher canopy trees are really flourishing since I've been opening up all the space around them, getting rid of the flammable, noxious weeds, brush, undergrowth, and ladder fuels. You can already see a dramatic difference. See how park-like this lower 8 acres is? This lower section of the property I'm working on is 8 acres. You see the difference from when I first started? Just watch my older videos and compare and contrast the look of the land. See how open, beautiful, and park-like the landscape is now compared to before when it was choked with Himalayan blackberry, star thistle, Medusa head, foxtail, goat's beard, small, unhealthy trees, dead trees. You remove all of that, put it into either firewood piles or burn piles or brush piles for habitat. For the little critters, the songbirds, the voles, the mice, the quail. Right, so that's the method to my madness. That's how you make a property more healthy and more fire resistant. You want it to look like a park with big, healthy, fire resistant trees spaced wide apart with kind of meadows and native flowers and grasses in between that are adapted to fire, and they handle it readily. So this is the portion of the property I've been focusing my attention on because it was in bad shape and I knew it was going to be hard, so I wanted to get it done first. I'm about 90% done with this lower section. There's a few more things I need to do, but now I'm working on, how beautiful this is. The upper, let's see, that would be 67 acres. So there's a little stream that runs through here. So you can see the work I've already done. I've done some cutting. I've done a removal of the Himalayan blackberry with my brush cutter. Got a fresh burn pile going. Cut all the oleander. Moved the rocks out of the way. Stream goes uphill, and the property actually goes all the way up to the cliffs. See the cliffs behind the trees? So it gets really steep there. So I got to start working all of this area. So let me show you what I've done so far and what I'll be working on today. Okay, so did all the cutting. This is oak. Here's a little stream. Pretty, huh? I got to rake this out because I got a bunch of brush in it. But if you, once again, watch my older videos, what did this look like before? This was all Himalayan blackberry, noxious weeds, flammable stuff, undergrowth, ladder fuels, dead debris, just excessive fuel loads. And with just one day of work, I've already got it looking more like a park, okay? So we'll continue working this area. Got to cut down that today. Have to cut down that today. That. And I got to get rid of all of this metal. And then I'll keep working up this way, removing the Himalayan blackberry first. Pretty, huh? You can see the potential. Think about how nice this is going to look when I'm done. Now, I mentioned in my previous videos that the biggest surprise and what makes this job the most dangerous job I've ever taken is all the metal. There's metal everywhere. And that goes for the neighboring properties I'm working as well. See this huge metal cage? It was just perfectly camouflaged, had blackberry growing all over it. See all this metal here? Obviously someone just dumped all this here. All those old metal everywhere, barbed wire. Here's corrugated steel. And iron. Just ridiculous, huh? Look at all this metal. This is going to take me forever to remove. It's a cool little ravine that goes up there. Got to do a lot of cutting, removal of dead trees and excessive fuel loads from here. This is one of my favorite trees on the property. I love that one. And I like this black oak a lot too. It's off in the distance. I really like that black oak. That's a nice black oak. Okay. Now heading over to here. This used to all be oleander right here. I cut them down all the way to the base of the stump. See that? There's the oleander stumps down there. Oleander is highly flammable. It's non-native. It's horrible. It's poisonous. It chokes out the native vegetation. Anyone that plants this stuff is a moron. Anyone that plants palm trees in Northern California is a moron. Okay, so here's the tools I'll be using today. I got a shovel and a rake to clean out the stream. I have my loppers in case. I have my Husqvarna 440 chainsaw, head, eye, and ear protection, and one helmet. I kind of like those helmets. They're handy. Husqvarna 525 RX brush cutter. I have the grass blade on it today, so it can cut through that thick Himalayan blackberry. The trimmer line just doesn't cut it. For those of you who are familiar with weed whackers, brush cutters, the line only cuts through grass and small weeds. It can't handle anything bigger than that, like woody material. Okay. Cooler with my lunch in it. That's important. Gasoline, which is becoming incredibly expensive in California. Pretty soon you're going to have to sell your soul for a tank of gas here in this Democrat-run shithole of a state. That's seems to me like they're on a mission to just turn this state into a third world nation of a failed society. I don't know what our supposed leaders are doing. And that goes for kind of our federal government as well. They seem to be hell-bent on destroying this country. And I just don't understand how a government for a country could behave this way. It's just absolutely insane. It's almost like they're trying to, on purpose, destroy this country for some reason. Interesting times we live in. Okay, hope you all enjoyed the video. Have a great day.